Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Turnbuckle Mayhem. I am your wrestling guy. I am Big Mike. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We gonna keep this wrestling thing going. We're not gonna stop. Slack it again. I meant to do it on Wednesday, but hey, things happen. Let's get right into it. We're gonna get right into AEW. First and foremost, great show. Great show. I love how they started off with Bryan Danielson versus Hangman Adam Page. Those two, whoever they're in the ring with, they always kill it. Fantastic match. I love the fact that Daniel Bryan got some color. For those who don't know what that means by getting color, it means a little blood. This is a little wrestling term. It made it more interesting to watch. They gave great heat on Hangman because he worked his way into getting that heat spot by continuing on getting Bryan Danielson some blood. Great, fantastic match. Congratulations to Daniel Bryan. Well deserved. Believe that he's coming down to the end here, where he said that he is going to no longer be a full-time wrestler. Maybe a part-time wrestler, maybe he's just going to stay home. Hey, well deserved considering how he wasn't supposed to come back from his injuries. Serious injuries with concussions and everything. So I'm glad to see Daniel Bryan coming back and leaving on his own term. Same thing with Edge, who is out right now on injury, but he's able to come back and he's able to leave on his own term. Another person, Saraya, another person, neck injury, wasn't supposed to come back, but she's back and able to leave on her own term. Congratulations to Daniel Bryan. He and Swerve Strickland are going to be the main event at All in Wembley. Can't wait for that. What I didn't like was this. As much as I love Swerve Strickland, and I love that's my guy. That's my guy. I did not like his segment. And here's the reason why. When Daniel Bryan was getting his award, his winnings from Jeff Jarrett, and it just wasn't right. You came out during his ceremony for the Owen Hart Cup and the title, and you didn't have any interactions with Daniel Bryan. I was trying to figure that out. Your music hits, Daniel Bryan's in the ring, draped over the rope, looking at you, go to commercial. I'm expecting you coming back with Daniel Bryan face to face with him. No. You got Swerve in the ring, get ready to do his promo, his segment, and no interaction with Daniel Bryan during that time. I didn't like that. The promo segment was subpar. I wasn't excited. I wasn't getting excited. It just didn't click with me or hit with me like, okay, this is not Swerve. He gonna bounce back from this. I'm not worried about that, but personally, that's my opinion. I did not like that segment. Britt Baker, Mercedes Moné. I can be critical about Mercedes all day long. I'm gonna say this right now. I do not dislike Mercedes, but what I'm getting with the CEO is the same thing we got with the legit boss. Let me explain something to you. She has so much talent from teachings of the WWE, teachings of Japan, strong style, teachings from Natty and them with the dungeon, fantastic. Teachings from Mexico with the Lucha Libre. If you can figure out how to use all four to your advantage and get away from all the, the CEO, the legit boss gimmick, you're going to be unstoppable. I promise you, you're going to be unstoppable. You're still good. You know what you do in that ring. You know what you're doing. You can get great heat. I'm not mad at you with that. You can get fantastic heat. And you're a natural born heel. As a babyface, I don't like you. I love you as a heel though, but I need to see more than the CEO or the legit boss. Those are the same to me. I don't hate her. I love what she does in wrestling, but she has four styles of teachings that she has up her sleeves, and if she just works with all four somehow, some way, and get away from this whole CEO thing, whatever, she's gonna be unstoppable because she's gonna be that good. The teachings by itself is great. This with her and Britt Baker, I love it. I have no complaints about it since Britt came back. Glad to see Britt come back too. Know she was doing pretty bad for a while there, but it was good to see her back. And yeah, she was the woman that really helped that women's division out when she was there. And yeah, you could say that Mercedes is like the outsider. I'll go with it. I'll go with it because that's what Saraya was doing herself, as she was just the outsider, the outcast, you want to call him. But the storyline between Brett and Mercedes is going along very, very well, and I can't wait to see their match at All In. It's definitely not going to be a main event, but it should go pretty far down the line in that card. They're not going to be like the first 3 or 4 matches. I don't see that because their storyline is really, really good. Speaking of storylines, Will Ospreay. I love my little Aussie guy. He's fantastic with MJF. That's always going to be my guy. Love him as a heel. He gets so much heat and knows how to generate it. I love it. Those two, I know they said they're going to mix it up next week. I don't like it. Put them at All In. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. It's going to be MJF, Will Ospreay, Wembley, All In. And I can even say it might be a triple threat. Garcia. Why not? Why not? That's a fantastic storyline. Keep it going. You're doing just fine. I love it. I love it. I love it. The star of the show, in my opinion, is Mariah May. The turn on Toni Storm, the violence of it. I'm so proud of that. I really am. I didn't know where they was gonna go with Mariah May winning and going against Toni Storm. Didn't quite know where that was gonna go. I knew it wasn't gonna be Willow because I feel that Willow and Statlander is gonna be one of the matches at Wembley. Their storyline, that heat, that rivalry, fantastic. All in Wembley. Don't put it on no pre-show. It has to be on the PLE itself, the pay-per-view. That's Willow and Statlander. But the heat that Mariah May got and the shock value, fantastic. I was even shocked. I didn't know that was going to happen. I usually pick things up pretty quickly, but not this time. The color that Toni Storm got, the violence, the gruesome, love it. Love it. Now that's how you end the show. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I loved it. And you're going to end the show, end it with some drama. That's a lot of drama. I absolutely loved it. Can't go wrong with that. Going back up to Monday Night Raw. I didn't really talk about John Cena's farewell year, or I call it the farewell tour. Only because I want to know everything that was going to happen. Now, he said that at the PLE Money in the Bank that WrestleMania was going to be his last WrestleMania. Now, in my mind, I'm like, okay, let me sit on this and go and watch the post-show and stuff like that and really investigate this a little bit and realize that he's not going to stop at WrestleMania. It's going to be the entire year. So his final match is going to be in December which is fantastic. We get a whole year of John Cena. He's wrapping up everything he has going on right now. Well deserved. Hey, another man that gets to write his own story on how he wants to end his career. I love it. Always been a John Cena fan. Loved him, hate him, loved him, hate him, loved him, hate him. Hey, like he said, I'm here. Love me or hate me, I'm here. Fantastic. Not even mad at him. CM Punk and Seth Rollins segment right in the beginning. I already expected that to happen. With Seth Rollins in real life feeling the way he feels, like he dislikes CM Punk for some of the things he said in the past. I'm not going to go into what he said in the past. CM Punk said what he said, but what he was doing gave the wrestlers now the opportunity that he was asking for himself. It works out for the best, but how he was saying and going by, I can understand how some wrestlers, was not so happy with it. And that's understandable. It's understandable. That's fine. But I love the heat, the back and forth heat with the both of them. CM Punk basically saying that he's sorry. So, kind of. Sorry for interfering in your match, but this was more against Drew McIntyre, who not only took things from him, talking about the wristband that has his wife, dog who he loves. They said, hey, everyone who has a pet, dog, cat, whatever you say, that is your child. That's how it is. So, yeah, Drew took that, beat him down, took it. That happened on Friday Night Smackdown when it was in Chicago. So there was still heat there. CM Punk told him, as long as I'm still living or in this company, you will never be champion again. And he made sure that happened. Unfortunately, Seth Rollins was caught in the fire on that one. Seth made it known, saying that he's selfish, saying that he's only worried about himself, don't care about no one else. But now he made it personal and said, now what's going to go, basically what goes around comes around. Seth's going to stay on his tail. So now you got CM Punk and Drew, and you guys Seth Rollins and CM Punk. But now, since Drew tried to cash in, you got Seth pissed off with Drew. You got a triple threat there. You got a triangle, however you want to say it. But SummerSlam should be Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk by itself. WrestleMania 41 should be Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. Now, I said Survivor Series, something like that, you can have a triple threat. Why not? Hey, it's worth it. Give it to us. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Survivor Series, SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, WrestleMania next year. Seth Rollins, CM Punk. It's just all, you talking about storylines, these are great storylines. Keep storylines going. That's what I love. You have to keep the ball rolling, because if you don't keep it rolling, once your storyline is done, what you going to do next? Nothing. You see a lot of wrestlers go through that. Don't like it. I love the spot with Bo Dallas in Adam Pearce's office. I was wondering when he's going to show up. Not as Uncle Howdy, not on those videotapes, but I love to see what's going to happen tomorrow on Raw, decision-wise, or what may go down. What was they talking about? You gotta let us know something. Sonya Deville came back. Love it. I love the fact that she teamed up with Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler. I'm fine with that. I love the beat down on Damage Control. That's fine by me. Kaden Carter, Lyra, their little triple threat over there. Okay, I understand you're trying to get the ladies brought up, but I don't think that part's working. But what Sonya Deville Zoe Starks and Shayna Baszler did. I wish they came up with a name. It would be so much easier to say since you know their name. What they did, Damage Control, I'm okay with. That will be a SummerSlam match, and I'm fine with it. I think the ladies, they're all, into one. I wonder what happens when Asuka comes back. I wonder if they're gonna, whatever is gonna happen. I'd love to see Asuka come back. Unfortunately, she's had I think it was a knee surgery that she was putting off for a while. I think she was working in pain for a while, so it's good to see her get herself back to health and get it back to 100% and back into the square circle if that's what she chooses to do. Well, we can go from there. Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn continuing their storyline. I love it. I said it before. It's going to be Braun Breaker versus Sami at SummerSlam. Braun going over, but now you got Ilya Dragunov coming involved in this storyline, which you see coming up tomorrow, actually on Monday Raw, from Adam Pearce himself. I have Adam Pearce on Twitter, or X, if you want to call it. He did say that Sami will face Ilya for the IC title tomorrow on Raw. Fantastic. I'm cool with it. I wonder, you're going to intertwine one more person. I have a feeling on something, but I'm going to hold off on it, on that fourth person. So you're going to have a four-way storyline, which I'm cool with. You got four good wrestlers vying for that IC title, and they're all terrific. So far, you got three. I'm not going to tell you the fourth person is yet. Not yet. I have a feeling. But I think it's going to happen. But with Ilya, Braun Breaker, Sami, I'm okay with this. I'm really, really good with this. Oh boy, this is what I love here. Braun Breaker and Ilya tore the house down. Anytime I watch Ilya Dragunov wrestle, fight, however you want to say it, he puts his body on the line. It's a little rough to watch, but I love it. I love the emotions he has. I love the fight that he has, that never give up attitude. You knock me down, I'm going to get back. I'm going to knock you down. Braun Breaker did his thing, though. Braun Breaker is definitely the future. Ilya is the future. Sami Zayn's going to be a world champion. If he's not one day, I don't understand. Braun Breaker and Ilya, they did a fantastic job. Very, very physical, very brutal. Loved every minute of it. Let's talk about the match of the day, of Raw, to say. Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan versus Rey Mysterio, Zelina Vega. First and foremost, Zelina Vega needs to be champion. I don't care how it's done. I said it on the last video before. They need to bring back a title. I don't care if it's a women's IC title or women's United States title. I'd rather have a women's TV champion that can go on both sides of SmackDown and Raw. And those ladies that need something going on, you could get so many storylines, so many champions. I loved the TV champion when WCW had it. I loved it because you never know who was going to stay champion. You never know what's going to happen. I loved it. They need to bring it back. But I'm glad to see Dominic finally get his win over his father. Yes, I'm proud of that. I'm actually happy about that. What I'm very, very happy about is I wasn't too sure if Rhea Ripley was going to show up for SummerSlam. Once when Damian Priest says, I have a surprise for Dom, I'm not going to tell you, I'm going to wait. I already knew Rhea's in the house. I already knew it. See Rhea come back, made a big smile on my face. I wish Liv played off it a little bit more, where Rhea actually chased her, was close enough to almost grab her before she went over the barricades and out the back door. With it, but that's just me. I mean, I'm critical on some things, but I love the heat between Rhea and Dominic. Dominic got some explaining to do. But in Dominic's case, he really didn't do anything wrong to that last one. When he almost started kissing the back, he almost gave in. Oh, Dominic, he almost gave in. But it's good to see that going on. NXT. I'm running through this, y'all. I should have did this on Wednesday. I apologize. I usually try to do one on the weekend, Wednesday. At least get 2 or 3 out. I slacked out, so I'm going right through it. So please bear with me here. NXT, Ethan Page starts off the show. He did what he did best. Heel. Get on your nerve, make you mad. Fantastic. I'm okay with that. Trick Williams should get his one-on-one at the next PLE or soon enough. Would love to see Trick Williams get the title back. But due to the heelish ways of Ethan Page, I'm not 100% sure that's going to happen. He may squeeze through one more match with Trick, and maybe Trick on a 3rd try will get it back, but that's just how it goes. Well, I like to see. I know Sean Spears. I love Sean Spears. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. I don't know if NXT needs another title. Because you have so many good talents there. Sean Spears has fantastic talent. Maybe he needs to go up to the main roster and vie for the United States title. I can see him as a U.S. champion. But, Obi family, you're not going to take that title from him. I don't care. If he loses to anyone, I'll be shocked. I think he's going to have an Oscar career where Oscar never lost at NXT. Never lost the title. She went to the main roster, and they said they had to give the title up, and that's all she did was she gave the title up. She didn't lose the title. She stayed undefeated. I think Obi family's going to do the same thing. Just my opinion. That's where it goes from there. I'm so happy to see MSK come back. Very, very happy to see them come back. I think Wesley, I don't think he really knew they were going to show up. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think he thought they was going to show up. So Wesley is back with MSK. For those who don't know, they are the Rascals from TNA. But he was part of that trio in NXT, MSK, right before COVID hit. And something happened with a few of the members where they ended up losing their job with WWE and NXT. And they wasn't too sure what Wesley was going to do. But Wesley, he flourished. He did his thing. So it's good to see him back with them fellas. It's really, really good. Main event, I knew what was going to happen in the main event. I knew somehow Trick Williams was going to have to get a surprise partner, and I knew Joe Hendry was going to show up. It's good to see Joe Hendry, but I don't want things to make it so obvious. I mean, you keep plastering his face at the end of each shows and stuff like that. Like, okay, he's going to show up somewhere. Where's he going to go? We don't know. But when he show up, I'm not going to be surprised. But Joe Hendry, good to see you, man. You doing your thing. TNA, NXT, you got your own music thing going on. Pretty good. I'm cool with it. I'm very, very cool with it. Friday Night Smackdown was okay. I mean, I'm not gonna talk bad about Friday Night Smackdown. It was okay. I'm okay with what happened on Friday Night Smackdown. Before I go into Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes, I want to talk about Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany, she's good with that Money in the Bank. I'm okay with that. You know, Chelsea Green would have been great comedic wise, but this was a pretty good choice as well because she's such a good heel. She really is. She's a good heel, but everyone loves her. She's Tiffy time. She does. Hey, I'm cool with it. Bailey and Nia Jax, what they did this segment, I loved it. You know, shots back and forth. Hate to say it, Bailey, but on this segment, on this back and forth, Nia got you on this one. Well, I love to see what's going to happen at SummerSlam. I honestly do not know. I'm thinking maybe Tiffany will cash it in on whoever wins at SummerSlam with Nia and Bayley. If Nia wins, it'd be like a Mariah May, Toni Storm situation. Bow. Blast her with that briefcase. Bow. One more time to the ref. I'm cashing in. Do your somersault finisher. 1, 2, 3. You're the champion. Now you got heat with your so-called bestie, and you're gonna have heat with the person who lost the title, Bayley. So you got a triple threat right there. Survivor Series. Hey, let's make some matches here, people. Make some matches, people. Randy Orton coming into the locker room with Cody Rhodes, let him know I have your back. We'll let you know that after the bloodline, you have people who are still going to be coming at you, and I'm still going to have your back. We all know Randy Orton. I don't know if he's going to turn heel, but this sounds like Randy Orton turning heel. He said this before, I've had your back. Yeah, way back. And what happens, he ends up blasting the guy. Bow. And the next thing you know, Randy Orton's world champion again. I'm okay with it. I like Randy as a babyface right now. I think he's actually enjoying himself. I think he had to learn that when, he had to learn that when he was with, He had to learn that when he was with him, and I think he really enjoys it. I think he's having a lot of fun right now, but Randy knows he's a heel, and he's probably the best heel. He's going to give Cody a run for his money. Yes, Cody said that it's going to be him and Solo. I don't expect Solo Sikoa to win the title. I don't at all. I don't see it. Not with after the promo that Randy said to him, that after the bloodline, you're going to have a lot more people coming at you, and I got your back, and bam, he'll turn Randy. I see that happening, so I don't see Solo winning that match at all. But I think it's going to be a good one. You know, Solo, he's coming into himself. I like it. I like the look that he got going on. I love it. I think he's going to have an issue with Jacob Fatu, my favorite, just like Roman Reigns was having an issue with Solo. It's just you going to have that one person that's a little bit crazier than you that you're going to be like, all right, let me keep my eye on this guy. Jacob Fatu, he's showing everything that I've said is going to happen. He's fantastic. No complaints there. Love it, love it, love it. I would love to see Tonga Loa get more action. I want people to see how good he is. He's actually fantastic. I love him. Fantastic. You know? Tama Tonga is great as well. I'd like to see more action from him too. They'll be fine. Tonga Loa, they're going to be tag champions. I'm calling it. And I can see Jacob Fatu winning the United States champion. And something crazy like that, you know. I see a lot of things with that, so they gotta keep that going. I love the heat at the end of the show. Love the beat down. Cody Rhodes up on the rope, tied up, watching Randy Orton get beat down. That's where the heel turn's gonna come. You allow that to happen after I watch your back. You watch. That's where the heel turn's gonna go. One more thing is LA Knight versus Logan Paul. That's gonna happen at SummerSlam. I don't know. Like I said before, I think on my first video, there was something about the LA Knight AJ Styles match that I couldn't get into, but I'm starting to enjoy the storyline with LA Knight and Logan Paul. People got to give Logan Paul credit. You have to give him credit. He's amazing at what he has done so far. I have not disliked anything he has done. And he's a great heel. I liked it. So, LA Knight versus Logan Paul. I think it's just going to be great for LA Knight. I see this as a fantastic thing for LA Knight, because you're going against someone whose skills are a little bit different than yours, so it's going to get you out the box a little bit, but also it can bring Logan Paul in to your style of wrestling as well, so you both can make some magic there. I see it happening all the time with Austin and The Rock, different styles of fighting. Austin and Bret Hart. There's a lot of Austin. He's just great at adapting to things. You just see all these things just come off, and they work with how the other wrestler works, and they make themselves better, or they try to do both. It's great. Both styles would be fantastic. That's going to be a SummerSlam match. Who's going to win? Good question. Logan Paul's on fire right now. I would love to see LA Knight win a title. I think the United States title would be great. And who knows? I mean, he's over. Fantastic on the stick, on the microphone. Fantastic. I'll give it to LA Knight just to get a title on him. Let him feel how it is. Let him get that work in, and then I see him and Logan Paul doing great storylines back and forth. That's where it is. People, remember to like, share, subscribe, leave your comments below. I'd love to answer some questions you guys may have. And once again, I always leave here with a match of the day. This is a little bit different. This is not a pay-per-view match. This is not a PLE match. This match of the day is the match that pushed WWE past WCW in the ratings in the war between WWE and WCW. This comes from Monday Night Raw, January 4th, 1999. Mankind versus The Rock. Awesome contest, awesome match. DX down there, the corporate ministries down there. Austin coming out to a big old ovation. I mean, a stand up. I'm talking about. And then people hollering. It was so loud. Turn your TVs up when he comes out so you can actually feel that. If you have anything to make your household louder, then by all means do it. But that is my match of the day. I am Big Mike. This is Turnbuckle Mayhem. Please subscribe. Peace.